Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies, gentlemen, both and neither, it's that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I'm your occasionally humble host, Eric Sizemore, joined by my beautiful co-host, Andrew Teedy, and the number one fan of MXPX, Quiet Michael Abune.
Number one.
We're going to have some funny memes, but first, a patented, trademarked, highly essential part of every show and a balanced, nutritious breakfast, the depressing news. That's right. We did it first.
Trademarked.
Yeah, trademarked. It's true.
We're number one with depressing news.
I usually, as a rule, don't like it when the news cycle is dominated by one story. I didn't like it when it was OJ. I didn't like it when it was Elian Gonzalez. I didn't like it when it was Monica Lewinsky. I don't like single story news days over and over again, but unfortunately, that is where we are because Israel is now in a war with Gaza. Which is 2.3 million people, more densely packed than almost anywhere else on Earth. 50% of them below the age of 18, and they've got weaponry coming in on them. So it's just horrible all around. So at least in good news, George Santos hit with additional charges, including identity theft. So that's cool. In a predictable turn of events, of course, the Wall Street Journal is reporting how defense stocks are all, going up and jumping because of, all the fun war stuff, and not just that, there's some more like, James Bond level freaking spy and intrigue stuff. Finland is investigating suspected sabotage of the Baltic Connector gas pipeline. You remember that there was really I never believed any of the stories that I heard about the Nord Stream. I mean, blowing up pipelines, really, seriously. Do you feel like you're in a Cold War James Bond movie? Because I do. Things are heating up. Things are getting crazy. Also, I noticed Reuters covered an Iran prisoner swap for $6 billion. So I couldn't quite follow this, but apparently, Iran funds Hamas, and Iran just got a whole bunch of money unfrozen. U.S. Secretary of State said that they had unfrozen $6 billion for a U.S. Iranian prisoner swap in September. But it's frozen still. It's unfrozen, but it's frozen. I don't know. Intriguing to me. Weird and intriguing. Also, here was a strange one. I don't know. Can you guys see this one? Nope, you can't see this one. So I got no way to show this, but also found a story that Israeli fires back after Syrians shell into Israel's territory. So they're taking it on all ends. They're getting fired upon on all ends. Meanwhile, we've got chaos and hell in our own Congress, as the House of Representatives has no Speaker of the House. And there are so many lunatic stories going around, you wouldn't believe it. This is Scalise. Scalise is a twit. He's the one that got shot. That was the coolest thing about him. He was at a congressional baseball game and some lunatic shot him. And I was like, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But then he came back and he was just as terrible as before he was shot. So screw that guy. And then, of course, the other one is Jim Jordan. And by all means, don't Google Jim Jordan, Ohio scandal. Don't do that, because then you'll find out he's terrible. And then, of course, the usual suspects, MTG decides to pop up and say, we need to nominate Trump. We have to have Trump to be the Speaker of the House. That's what can unify the House, which is pretty loony. And the best comeback was Chuck Schumer saying, we've already seen a Trump rally at the Capitol. Didn't go so well. So why don't you just, shut the fuck up? How about some positive news? This one's great. X is being sued by X because X stole X's name. What else needs to be said? The Orlando Sentinel had announced that they finally going to reveal the COVID information. Yes, Florida was like, how we could make all our COVID numbers go down if we just stopped reporting any numbers at all, ever, and testing. Why do any of that stuff? So anyway, they just lost. in court. They're going to begin releasing all the data. They're going to pay all the legal fees. And they're going to release all the vaccination counts, case counts, death counts, aggregated weekly by county, age group, gender, and race. So if you're keeping score, that means DeSantis has lost again. Loser. I was reminded by my girlfriend, AOC. She was saying that, the real message of MAGA is that institutions don't matter. Rules don't matter. Nothing matters. And that Trump and MAGAism sort of give you permission to be your worst. Brings out just permission to be your worst. And she reminded me that, like, we can't get rid of, like, say, George Santos in the Congress, even though, they voted to expel him, but then the Republicans couldn't get it together to expel this guy who's, again, just been indicted on another charge today for identity fraud. I mean, one of the most corrupt guys in the Congress. They can't clean house on this guy, but they can get rid of McCarthy, and they can bow down to Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz and all these, and MTG and these lunatics. It's just pretty crazy. Center for American Progressives correcting the record with guillotines. And if you're not following Center for American Progressives correcting the record with guillotines, where you're getting your ideas for how to correct the record? Huh? Where? That's what I thought. This is a post apparently Fox 5 in Las Vegas posted. A teacher says she has been placed on leave after officials discovered she was performing on OnlyFans to supplement her salary. And this is captioned by Molly Louise. Imagine thinking the only problem here is the OnlyFans. Because teachers don't make enough money, and that's terrible. It's terrible and horrible, and we have no privacy.
Yeah, and like also,
what
like
kind?
if you had a teacher with an OnlyFans,
would you be trying to work for some extra money? Yeah. Would you have a little extra hustle? Get a paper out.
I'm just saying, as a father, if I could choose to send my kid to a school where the teachers are doing porn that's accessible, or a school where the teachers are not doing porn that's accessible, I'm taking my kid to the school where the porn is not accessible. That's the teacher porn. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, yeah, I agree. The wages, fucking stop stealing people's unpaid wages. Whatever. I'm 1,000% in. I'm just also saying, like, it's
still coming off insufficiently sex positive.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say this. I agree. The wages are the real issue. Yes. I'm just saying, like, the OnlyFans is kind of an issue too.
Yeah.
It's a fucking issue, man.
I don't know.
But I think the teacher pay is the bigger issue.
Indeed.
Let's beat up on that one for a while, and then
but in all fairness, we have not seen her OnlyFans. We don't know what her content is. Okay,
moving on.
I'm going to need that information for research.
Somebody needs to investigate.
If you haven't been following, Trump has gotten the corporate death penalty in New York. It's freaking amazing. So really, everything is in motion. All the paperwork has been filed, and all his businesses can now no longer operate in the state of New York, which means none of his businesses can operate, which is freaking amazing. And I had no idea that I would live to see the day. But look at that. Isn't that cool? Apparently, the state of New York takes business very seriously. They think that legitimate business, they think that fraud is kind of bad. Who knew? I know. You're like, really?
Fucking Washington, D.C. should learn a thing or two from New York City.
I know. Who thought the day would ever come? Send some of those coked up day traders over there. Let them sort things out. Oh, let's see. That's right. Florida did the thing with the lawsuit. We already did that. That's right. Oh, yeah, this is kind of homegrown down here, man. Up in Woodstock, Illinois, apparently a house exploded. And I mean, there's something you don't see every day. But, like, you always hear about these gas explosions. But, yeah, actually, the house blew up in McHenry County, 45 miles northwest of Chicago, one of the city's outermost burbs. And, yeah, they closed off traffic. Emergency crews responded. They had a shelter-in-place advisory in Woodstock. So that was the most exciting thing happening up there. Yeah, I'm pretty much betting on that. This last one's just horrible. Wired magazine reports that men overran a job fair for women in tech. Apparently, the Women in Tech conference, the Grace Hopper celebration, it is meant to unite women in tech. And men showed up in droves. And the spokespeople were just like, we need allies, but these guys all have resumes and they're just hounding everyone and being a pain. And anyway, it's supposed to be an all women's conference, but federal law, you can't actually do that. So these guys just crashed it. And I mean, women in tech at your conference, I get it. And women in general, I get it. I too find men repulsive. I would love to go somewhere where they are not allowed. That sounds great. And yes, that's impossible, but men are gross. You two are gross. I love you.
No, yeah. Oh yeah, no, we suck. We suck.
Yeah. I mean, I through the screen, but anyway, closest I can get to men free is libraries, hence my career. So there we go. But yeah, ladies, I get it. And men, be ashamed of yourselves. Don't freaking hassle. So lame. Anyway. We normally close on an animal story. I don't know if this is an animal story or a boring state story, but I'm going to tell you about it. Friend of the show, Zach Peterson, posts from the KET TV News Watch 7 in Nebraska. Nebraska man recovering after being hit by a deer while bicycling with his pet parrot. And I believe he's wearing 2 cross necklaces. I could be wrong. So those don't work against animals, is what I'm thinking. But Zach says we are so fucking bored out here in Nebraska. Guess I'll go on another bike ride with my bird. And you're like, Eric, surely that's gotta be the best animal story you could possibly find. Oh no. Look at this cutie. You ever see a cutie like that? You ever see a little cutie like that?
That's my next dog.
Well, when this little canine was first found in 2021 after being struck by a car, veterinarians noticed some unusual behavior. Looked and barked like a dog, but it also climbed bushes, a behavior that is more typical of the local Pampas fox, and it refused common dog food, preferring to eat rats. Genetic testing later confirmed that Dogxim is a hybrid of both species, the world's first dog-fox hybrid. How is that?
That's
Cute.
really fucking cute. I didn't know it was possible.
I know. Nobody did. How fun is that? Bring it
Their
in.
love was forbidden.
Awesome?
Yeah, no forbidden. I know. Coming to Disney.
They said their love was impossible, unnatural.
I think nature is fucking awesome.
Unbelievable.
Hot takes here. Facebook for the Blind thinks nature's okay.
Yeah.
Fucking right, it is.
Oh, Sammy, yeah, Nebraska. That might have subconsciously been for you. I don't know. Maybe. Did you ever find yourself so bored in the Grand Corn state that you were like, I'm going to take a ride with my parents?
You're supposed to go, and that has been the news.
Oh, and that has been the news for 10/10. That's right. National Metric Day. Wrapping up news from Facebook for the Blind for October 10th, 2023. And now, on to my beautiful co-host, Michael Labune, for a nice round one.
And here comes my big long round one on Rhen 1010 Canine Cop.
Mm-hmm.
This is a picture of a mousetrap, but instead of cheese, there's a package of cigarettes, but instead of just being like Marlboro Reds or something, it's a picture. It says Marlboro, but then there's a picture of Hello Kitty, and it says Marlboro Hello Kitty. So this is a mousetrap where the bait is a pack of Marlboro Hello Kitty filter cigarettes.
I'd smoke those.
It just captioned, funny you should say that, Eric, because it's captioned, "This would catch a lot of you." Listen, this would 100% catch me. If I saw a pack of Marlboro Hello Kitty cigarettes, I'd fucking risk it.
Just for the
I just
box.
want to, I just want to like inspect them. Like I'm not, you know
Yeah.
me, I'm not a cigarette guy, but I would just like I need to know more.
Yeah, exactly. This is a very important statement. It's one of the like best parts of being a grown up, if you ask me. It's a white background with just regular black font. It says, "Always take your own car so you can leave whenever you want."
Yup.
Oh,
Amen.
hallelujah! I love this. It's just a picture of a beautiful cloudy sky during sunset. So beams of light are going everywhere. It looks kind of inspirational. And in impact font over the front, it says, "Don't be a part of the problem. Be the entire problem." This has got to be. Let's see. Yeah,
Preach.
this is Trash Can Paul, everybody.
Okay. That
Not
checks out.
not to be outdone, shithead Steve showing up in the first round as well. Hey, shithead. Steve shows us this text exchange, and he says, "Harry Potter is now Italian American." And whoever he's texting replies, "He is not." And then we see in the like movie poster Harry Potter font and background, it says, instead of saying Harry Potter, it says Giuseppe Stromboli and the briefcase of meatballs.
Oh,
This is a picture of Christopher Moltisanti from the Sopranos show, and he's just got a little cup of espresso in front of him. He's sitting at a like diner kind of table, and it says, "The only Christopher I acknowledge." I think this has to be like a Christopher Columbus Day
yeah.
like meme or something, right? So,
Yeah.
but it's so much funnier out of context.
Mhm.
Trash Can Paul is back. We have a picture of a man sitting on the toilet, and his head is holding toilet paper in one hand and his face palm with his other hand. And it says, "When you forget to take your pants off before you shit." And oh yeah, he is sitting on the toilet with his pants up. I I missed that.
Oh no.
When you forget to take your pants off before you shit.
Oh my.
This is a Trash Can Paul again. This is a picture of a wizard using a computer and like typing with one finger at a time. And we see his Google search is "spell to unshid pant." I think I have 3 more for this round. Woo! And Tina, you might be reading my last one around. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Anarcho spirituality, friend of the show, Anarcho spirituality. If you're not following Anarcho spirituality, like where are you getting your Anarcho spirituality from?
That's the only place I know where to get it. That's it.
That's the
That's my one-stop shop.
market cornered on Anarcho spirituality. I'll say it.
Mm-hmm.
Picture of Pope Francis, and we have a quote here, and he says, "I know, I just try not to let it bother me." And this is Pope Francis on the fact that Buddhism is true.
Oh god.
Camille, friend of the show, Camille at Cam42069. Nice. What's up, Cam? Says someone ordered me this cute puppy puzzle, but it ended up being a bunch of dogs shitting in a yard. And if you look really closely, the box shows a bunch of cute little puppies, but it does say prank puzzle on it.
Oh,
And then sure enough, when you put the puzzle together, it's just a bunch of dogs taking a shit.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic.
It's a fucking great prank is what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. And I think this is the one that, this is it. TD, will you read my last meme for round 1, the wholesome round?
Sure, I can do that. The wholesome round, yeah. Okay, so the Tinder blog. I don't know you, so I don't know if we're friends.
Yeah, we don't know.
Repost from Preston Williams, and it says, "I gotta be honest, y'all. I'm not having a Baja Blast right now." And he replies to himself, "For real, I'm having a Crunchwrap supremely difficult time." Oh wow, I didn't realize that Taco Bell slang was a thing, but
Oh my
It is now, bitches.
I've been preparing for this my whole life.
I am equipped.
All
I
right,
am
good job,
trained and
Dee.
ready.
I feel like
Thank
we
you, man.
primed the pump for you. I feel like
Thank
that kind of
you.
primed
I
the
would
pump
say,
for you.
Yeah.
I
Jumping into
appreciate
round one.
I appreciate the rub, brother. All right.
I do what I do.
Hey everybody, it's time again for TD's often imitated, never duplicated, short round one. Now with free Wi-Fi.
There was not free Wi-Fi before.
No, but there is now, baby.
Wow.
All right, Internet Hall of Fame, friend of the show. Posted from Everybody Loves Kitty Raymond. It just says, once we went to the dentist with my mom, and it was just us and one other guy in the waiting room. Jurassic Park was starting on the TV, so we sat there and waited through the entire movie. No names called. As the credits rolled, the other man got up and called my mom's name. He was the dentist. Bro just wanted to relax. Oh, yeah, I applaud that level of like, nope, I'm chilling.
Holy shit.
You know he was an E4, Labune, that's all I'm saying. All right, moving on.
Mhm.
Friend of the show, founding father and total mensch, George H.
Oh.
Criptank.
Love you,
He
George.
love you, George. He posted that's that George. Yeah, he posted this picture of this sad little bunny guy in his little shirt and sitting on a chair and he's coloring a picture. Very sad, and it just says, "Why won't God blow up the sun? Do my prayers mean nothing to him?" And I fucking feel this. Besides, more, you know, I feel this. Yeah, George, love you, brother. Moving on. Friend of the show, Rare Insults, posts meme here, and it just says, "Y'all argue with people who eat steaks like this, and it's a well done piece of meat. I don't particularly care for well done, but hey, you do you. But yeah,
Love
y'all
it.
argue with people who eat steak like this." And Anderson just comments, "Can't. They still chewing."
That's awesome. You know, I'll tell you, T, before I gave up red meat, do you know how I ate my steaks? How I took my steaks?
I know you liked it well. I do know that.
No, Pittsburgh.
Oh,
What the
Yeah,
hell is that?
it's
Well,
where they turn it up as hot as it'll go, and they sear each side of it and put it on your plate.
yeah, for like literally like a couple of seconds. It is it's as close
Just
to
enough,
ordering a raw steak as you can legally do.
just enough to kill the bacteria. Like
Yeah.
that's it. That's all. It's just long enough to kill so you don't get sick.
Wow.
I fucking loved it.
See, I like mine, rare.
Burn it. I like you to bring it to me with little black parts with smoke streaming out of it. That's what I like.
You're a boomer.
Love it.
The
You're a
only way
baby boomer.
the only way I'll accept that on my steak is if you just bring me the hawk and it's branded that way. You know what I'm saying? Just bring me the whole leg. You can leave the fur and the brand on it. I don't give a shit. I'll work around it.
Dude, I ordered that in Italy, and you should have seen me face down Italian waiters.
All right, that part's cool. I would do that in Italy just to
Okay,
fuck with them.
okay, I give you credit on that one. Yeah.
All
If I,
right.
if I ever go to Paris, I'm getting fucking ketchup on everything.
Oh, word. Oh yeah. And I won't even ask for Heinz 57 or Hunt's. I'll ask for some like really like bad
Catsup.
yeah, bad ketchup. All right. Some douchebag named Andrew Teedy. Hey, I know him.
Hey.
I posted this a couple days ago. And I just said, "Oh, the very cloudy memories." And it just says in quotations, "Incredible Hulk. If you survive this era, you may be entitled to compensation." And it's a bottle of Hennessy and a bottle of Hypnotic. And Labune, you were in the military at the same time I was. You know what this is.
This is vomit on the bathroom floor. Is what this is.
Yeah. You talk about sad juice.
Yeah.
This motherfucker here.
This was when the designated driver wouldn't let me get in the car until I forced myself to puke in the parking lot. This was those days. Yeah.
Oh,
Woof.
Oh, dude. So many bad decisions.
wow. All right.
Move on.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to make us feel something. Uh,
Nah, not even.
yeah,
Didn't even crack it.
Jackie Diego. Not, I wasn't talking to you, civilian. Um, Jackie Diego. She posts from Horror Forever. Says how it feels to go after a night. How it feels after a night out in your 40s, and it's the scene from Beetlejuice where the
Oh yeah.
two main characters are being exercised, so they're looking like really dried out corpses in their wedding clothes. Yeah, I feel this. Can confirm.
Nice.
All right,
Wouldn't
next up
know.
here. Oh,
Wouldn't know. I'm a youngin, so wouldn't
you
know.
no, you're aged. You're just you're mature for your age. You know what the fuck we're
I
talking
am
about.
squarely in my 30s.
You are squarely full of shit.
I'm almost 40.
Oh Lord. Okay, white people making Mexican food. New acquaintance of the show. I think we'll be friends. It says Gringo Taco, chopped brisket, buttermilk, mashed potatoes, sage gravy, cheddar cream, cheddar cheese, and fried onions and corn tortillas. Now, I don't know if someone made this as to be an insult to white people taco night, but I think this would be pretty fucking bomb.
I'd eat it.
I mean, yes, I know white people taco night is a thing. I know it's an affront to Mexican cuisine, but this looks like it'd be fucking badass.
I'd get rid of those shells though.
I'm okay with them. I ain't mad at them.
You more of a make me a pile in a sad bowl kind of guy.
Yes. Yes. Put it in the shame bowl. Absolutely.
I mean, hell, you could wrap it up, and I'd do it as a burrito. I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Oh man.
It might be less messy. All right, friend of the show, Satan at S8.
Hey, hail Satan.
Hey, Satan.
Hey, buddy. It's the flex tape meme where it's the guy smacking the leaky tank. Well, the guy with the tape is labeled Christians, and the leaky tank is global tragedy. And as he slaps the tape on it, it just says thoughts and prayers.
Oh God. Oh, like it.
Yeah,
That's,
I thought this was the right crowd for that one. All
that's
right, moving
tight.
on.
That's tight.
All right, last one I got here for my round one. I'm actually going to let Labune read this.
Friend of the show, friend of mine, member of the dais, Andrew Keating. He says, just enjoying my new astronomy hobby, LOL. It's captioned, breathtaking view of the Milky Way seen from Mars. And we see that there is a bite-sized Milky Way candy in the distance and a bite-sized Mars candy in the 4.
Man. Didi. Smack yourself. Smack
No,
yourself.
that was a good. No, I defend that one all day, every day. It's as funny now as what 7 years ago, baby, when I posted that shit.
I am ashamed that I am a part of this.
No, you're not. You love it. Makes your nipples hard. All right, hey, everybody, that's my often imitated, never duplicated, world famous short round one. Now with free Wi-Fi. Over to you, Sizemore.
Woo! Oh, that was fantastic. Another great round. Welcome to all the newcomers in the room. Getting right back into it with my round one. This is a picture of that demon, it's from Gremlins. Remember the Gremlins?
The female gremlin, yeah.
The female gremlin with too much lipstick, a green wig, and like some kind of animal print bikini top there. And friend of the show, Corey Showtime Robinson says, everything I know about Sexy Red is against my will. If that tape teaches me in any way, I'm pressing charges. Chick looked like a wet gremlin you fed after midnight. Here's a lovely thing I want to say about that meme. All you have to understand about that is chick looked like a wet gremlin you fed after midnight.
Yeah, that's the joke. Because I don't know who Sexy Red is, but
no clue. Don't care.
It's a sick burn though.
Yeah. Moving on. You ready, Grandma? Friend of the show. Hey, Grandma. She posts a repost from r Ask Reddit And it says, what is the weirdest thing a complete stranger has done to you? And the response from L. Joe Show 1986 is, I got told to show me your tits while in a crosswalk. The car had several guys in it. I did, and they cheered. I am a 6'4", 240-pound, very hairy man. It was an interesting experience.
I might have been in that car.
Oh!
I might have been the guy you told to flash his tit.
TD's like, I don't know how much drugs I do. I might be this guy on the internet.
Oh, I do that sober. I would do that sober.
Oh man. Anyway. Oh, I'm glad you see why I've brought this to you, gentlemen. Anti-QAnon memes, friend of the show, Dave Harris says, Santos for speaker, because I already put it on my resume. Picture George Santos. Yeah.
That's good.
That's a great way to solve problems. Just put it on your resume. I did it. I fixed the Middle East. I did it. Anyway, I'm just thinking here. All right, moving on. You ready, Grandma? Friend of the show, making a second appearance in the show. Repost the ugly side of Tumblr with the biggest, gaudiest patronesses. Says, imagine you're a middle-aged mom and you let your teenager invite some friends over and you bring them like lemonade and cookies and crap. And 10 years later, you find out one of those kids joined a band and wrote a top 100 song about how you were his puberty-fueled teenage sex dream. And you have to spend the early 2000s listening to it play on overhead speakers every time you visit the mall, all because you tried to let your teenage daughter, Stacy, have a social life.
Listen, I would fucking love it. If I was Stacy's mom, hell yes.
I don't know, man. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna walk up to somebody in the Nordstroms and go, "This is about me."
You're goddamn right, I would. I'd start a Riot Girl band and make a fucking hit in response. Is what I would do.
Okay. All right, perfect. Moving on through the wholesome round one. Corey Showtime Robinson making a second appearance in the show says, Dear Black Friday, we've had big TVs. Put them groceries on sale.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
This one, by the time that I stopped paying attention to the post, just had like 87 amens. Preach. Yeah, we're all feeling it. Yep, indeed. Moving on, shitty food porn, possible friend of the show. I don't know, acquaintance, and I definitely like the cut of his jib. Shitty food porn says Arby's not only has the beef, but also your back. Because the Arby's sign says, warning, cops hide behind this brick wall. Slow down.
Yeah, Arby's.
Yeah, right? Arby's has your back.
Look, even would I be supposed to say that's a little punk rock? Would I be out of line?
Oh, this is absolutely fucking punk rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to make sure.
The guy making the sign on his smoke break. That's punk rock.
Yeah.
Moving on. Got about 3 more here. Benoit Blanc, world's gayest detective, brings us, may I introduce you to Elton John, Little Nas X prequel, Elton John and Johnny Cash. 41 years ago today, Johnny Cash hosted SNL with Elton John as the musical guest. Prior to Elton's performance, they switched outfits. Elton
I love them both.
That I mean, I still have a hard time wrapping my head around Elton John in a leather jacket and a cowboy hat, because that's like, I mean, he looks manly.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
But George, but yeah, like Johnny Cash in a pink feather boa and pink feather boa feathered sunglasses, it's still Johnny Cash. Anyway, I just, man, everybody thinks that everything is like, oh, it's all so new and the squares can't handle it. We were all handling this crap fine. Like, it was fine back in the day. Nothing happened. 2 more. You ready, Grandma? Oh my God, 3rd appearance in the show. What is wrong with me? Reposting the Creole Khaleesi at No Go Gabby. Says, my cousin just told me that it's not classy to eat a large box of shrimp fried rice by myself. I told her it's not classy to not know who her child's father is. Now everyone's yelling.
Went for the throat.
I love how I'm picturing the Creole Khaleesi stopping to post this.
Now everyone's yelling.
Now everyone's yelling. Should I put a picture? No, they'll get it. And my last one for the wholesome round one. Craig Thomas posts this picture of Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, and Kevin from Home Alone. And he says, one of these two Kevins successfully defended their house.
What was his name? What was their last name in Home Alone?
McAllister.
McAllister.
I looked right at him and I was going Kevin McCarthy, and I'm going, no.
Hey, just a shot across the bow here, but
Yeah.
the McAllisters famously lived in Addison, Illinois, right?
I do not.
Do you know
Oh, right.
who else is from Addison, Illinois? From that rich, fucking crazy rich town?
No.
Kyle Kinane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, funny, man.
Yeah, he's like can tell the difference between a good glass of wine and a cheap glass of wine kind of a guy.
Not when we were drinking in the green room.
I would have figured he was a Mad Dog 2020 kind of guy.
Dude, we were drinking crap.
Yeah, I'm not saying he is picky. I'm just saying he was raised rich. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if I got a chance to tell you this, but I had one Christmas I couldn't get together with my family, and I spent it in that town. It's not Addison, but it's close to it. Whatever it is, but where they filmed it. Yeah.
This is a picture of a chef who's reading looks like a recipe, but like really, really close. And then we see what he's reading. It says semi-bisexual, someone who is bisexual, but with attraction to only one gender.
I don't. What? Oh, can't handle it.
All right, I really hate this.
Oh no, you don't.
This is like the Country Time margarine spread logo with the red barn and the, I don't know, what is that? Probably soy field.
Yeah.
Anyway, it says limited edition Country Crocs. And then you see that it's looks like a pair of Crocs, but it also looks like they've been made out of Country Time margarine spread container, and they're filled with margarine. Anyway,
I love everything about it.
It's fucking gross.
I love everything about it.
Here's a picture of 4 knives, and it says they should invent a new kind of kitchen knife that doesn't whisper things to you.
What the hell?
Okay. This is a conversation between me and my doctor. The doctor says, you only got one body. You should take care of it. Me. If I only got one body, I should probably use it up. Really run it ragged. Doctor just stares, and I say, get my money's worth. Friend of the show, Cinnamon Bun at Not Sophia Coppola, says, Your Honor, my client was simply being a dude who rocks. And then we see that she's retweeted the news story of a New Jersey man is facing terrorism charge after he intentionally crashed his vehicle into a police station while blasting Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Shithead Steve is back.
Hey.
And it's a picture of a family with a horse-drawn wagon, frontier kind of era, and it says, before the invention of the train, people had to run a wagon on your mom.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm ashamed that I'm laughing at that. Oh, that one hurts.
I know. I apologize. Trash Can Paul, friend of the show, friend of mine, Trash Can Paul. Hey, Trash Can. He says, Tuesday in it. And we see a picture of Parliament in London here. And it says, top 10 things to do in the UK. Number 1, leave. Here's a picture of like a troll. Is this a troll from something?
Yeah, it's a troll from Troll Hunter.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's from, but yeah.
Swedish movie, Troll Hunter, I believe.
And it says, it's captioned, British men when they reach the age of 25.
Oh my God.
Wayne Larson has a picture of King. What's this guy's name? King what?
Chuck.
King
Chuck?
Chuck.
King Chuck. And
Yep.
it says, men, what's keeping you from looking like this? And Robert Evans, friend of the show, Robert Evans at I Write Okay, he says, what's keeping me from looking like this? My parents weren't cousins.
Oh,
And Eric,
yo.
if you would be so kind to read my last meme for round 2.
Benny Feldman, unknown to the show, at Feldfrog, says they should have a thing called cool libraries where you can talk really loud and maybe have a few beers, reading out loud to your homies sitting pretzel style in a circle. They each have a 6-pack, doing fun voices and sound effects. The homies are chiming in, riffing and laughing. Cool library.
I'd go to this.
Little did I know we
Yeah.
had created a virtual cool library right here.
I'll take it. But yeah, if those were places, I would be there.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. I believe it is now.
Might be your calling, Eric.
Who knows? This is true. All right. We are back to TD.
Oh shit! Hey, it's me, and we're gonna do round 2, or as I like to call it, the irritated round. All right, new friend of the show, Work Memes, post a meme here and it says, "Boss, if you're gonna quit, I want at least 2 weeks notice." And it's me, and it's the picture of Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka yelling in his office, "You get nothing!"
Right.
Oh, I fucking love it.
That's great.
All right, next up here, round 2. Vicky Brown, new friend of the show, posts this wonderful picture here, and it's like a woven rope basket with a towel hanging out of it, and the towel says, "If you eat an entire cake without cutting it, you technically only had one piece." And I
Sure.
say, hell yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I liked it. Okay. Next up here, friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you and me, Jason Jester. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Yo.
He posted a picture here, and it's this dude made out of puzzle pieces. He's got all of his pieces except one in the back of his head, and he's holding it in his hand. And it says, "Sometimes what a person needs is just that one piece." And the piece in his hand is labeled cheese.
Oh,
I feel this. I
man.
am a fan of cheese.
I need a break here pretty soon, boys. Now I need some cheese.
Word. All right, friend of the show and friend of all of us, Michael Matthews Jr. Hi, Michael.
Hey.
He posted a picture here, a scene from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And it says, "The Rocky Horror Picture Show is the only movie in the Rocky series not to feature Sylvester Stallone." It comes from Uber.
That's stupid.
It's fucking clever. It's stupid, but clever. Hey, okay, some douchebag named Andrew TD. Oh, that's me. I posted this very recently. It says, top definition, National Throw Short People Day on October 21st. You can throw anyone under 5'4" with no permission needed. It's a picture of Gimli saying, getting ready to go like, "Toss me." But I this is my take on this. I say, notice to all short folk. I will be walking with a tape measuring device that day. No surrender, no quarter to all to qualify.
Nobody should be too scared. You'll throw your back out the
Oh
fucking
yeah,
first
like I told your favorite TD Mary today when we were talking about this. I could probably only get 1 or 2 chucks, and they're not getting thrown very far. I don't have a good foundation anymore. I'm falling apart. I like it's more the mental game for me. Like the threat of my big ass chucking you.
Hey, maybe you should just wait till it's National Shove Short People Day.
Hell, at this point, I'm going to wait for National Nudge Short People Day. Not even shove. I'm just giving like a little.
All right.
By the way, it's just a joke, short people. Please don't come for my knees. They're already messed up.
If you do, though, call me. I want to film it.
Shout out Sidemore. Frick, I love you. Friend of the show, founding father and a total mensch, George H. Crookshank. Love you, George.
Love you, George.
He reposted from Heinz Baked Jeans. And it says, kind of a bummer to have been born in the very end of the fuck around century just to live the rest of my life in the find out century. And they have like 1,200 retweets, 5,200 likes, and then Heinz Baked Jeans replies to their own post here going, I'm not comforted by how many people with science jobs in their bio are retweeting this.
No shit.
Yeah, this is one of them evergreen tweets.
Yeah. I mean, it's never gonna die. I mean, it's already almost 3 years old, and it's still very relevant.
Bookmark that puppy, people. You heard
Oh
it
yeah.
first.
All right. Moving on here. Friend of the show, Chris Gardner. Hey, Chris.
Hey.
He posted a pic. It's a 4 panel of a cat here, and it says when you do a big yawn and suddenly your hearing gets upgraded. And, the first panel cat's yawning, the second panel he yawns a lot more, and the third panel he's done, but he's got this look on his face. And in the fourth panel, he's staring directly at the camera like the fuck. We've all been there. Like, yeah, you yawn, your ears popped, and like you're hearing like surround sound.
Nice.
All right, moving on.
Love it.
Friend of the show, Internet Hall of Fame. Oh God, do I feel this? Study: eating ice cream for breakfast may improve mental performance, and there's a link there to a story. But then we got somebody down here. They commented, Dismal Chips comments. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying the times I've had ice cream for breakfast were not during times my life was going well, and I say word.
That's very true.
You don't down a pint of Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey for breakfast when all is shits and giggles.
I do not remember specifically, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt.
I can only speak for me, but I understand what he's saying.
Hey man, there's bananas in Chunky Monkey.
I love Chunky Monkey, man. It's like my favorite ice cream of all time. If I'm on death row, Chunky Monkey is going to be part of the last meal. I'm just saying. Yep. All right, moving on. Wait, no, this is actually not. Don't move on. This is the end of round 2. I'm sorry. It's from a friend of the show, Internet Hall of Fame. He reposted from Ryan at Yeats Tweets, and it says, "I love airports because the rules of society just don't apply. Eat a pizza and drink a beer at 7 a.m. while in sweatpants. Nobody cares."
Yeah, that's really true. Except if you're on a work trip and people who work with you are there.
See, the only work trip, air quotes, I've ever been on are deployments. Every time else I fly for me.
Yeah, I remember sitting at an airport drinking a Bloody Mary at like 6 a.m.
Oh yeah.
And one of my coworkers, I was in the military, but like we all were plain clothes, so I never knew what rank anybody was. He walks up and he was like, "Are you having a Bloody Mary for breakfast?" And I said, "What are you, my mom?" And he said, "No, but I am the commanding officer on this mission."
Oh shit.
I was like, "Well, you got me there. Fuck, what?" I'll buy you a drink.
Funny running into you here at the bar.
Hold on. I turned 21 when I was deployed the first time, and I came back on leave shortly after that. First thing I did at an airport in America at like 7:30 in the morning, double Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
Like, let's get this party started.
Yep.
Yeah, you people are frightening.
You're just now figuring this out.
Well, every time you guys tell your stories, I realize how privileged I am that you two are still alive and that I get to know you.
I wasn't, quote unquote, the enemy trying to kill us. We were doing a damn good job of that ourselves. Yeah.
Did I tell you I rode a motorcycle for about 20 years? I used to ride with some other people with motorcycles, and we used to boys competing at stupid shit.
Right. Yes, of course.
I often have a recurring image in my head, like a animated GIF of a watermelon being dropped on the concrete, just sploosh.
Sploosh. If memory serves me correctly, I think it's your turn, by the way.
'Tis
Yeah.
indeed. Let's do round 2, the irascible round.
Yeah.
Facebook for the blind, FB for TB, a weekly memecast. If you're not following FB for TB, a weekly memecast. What the hell are you doing with your life? Reposting, this is the worst thing I've seen in at least 6 or 7 minutes. Friend of the show. Picture from the famous Blair Witch Project at the very end, where there's a man standing in a corner, just staring there, and it says, sorry, I can't stay longer. I have a lot to do at the house. Me at the house. And just standing in the corner. This next one's a text conversation, I think, on an iPhone on a Verizon. It says, I guess so. It says, I'm watching a movie about America's first serial killer, Christopher Columbus.
Man.
Oh, yeah. Brace yourselves. The Columbus memes are coming.
Oh, yeah.
Game of Thrones. Oh, yeah. So we got a lot to get through here, people. Twin Dad at Twin Survivalist says, celebrate Columbus Day by going out for Indian food, but getting lost and stopping at a quiet buffet restaurant for a nice meal. Then murder everyone there.
Yes.
Attorney of the show. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I said, to all who celebrate, you know. Friend of the show, founding Zaddy, George Cruikshank says, for no reason at all, here's a map of all the Columbus monuments. From the Decolonial Atlas. Be a shame if someone Oh,
Lord.
Indeed. This is one of those what do you call these things? Some e-cards. Some e-cards, you know, they have the funny little graphics and your e-cards. Anyway, this one says it's got a very fancy man in a very flamboyant hat. I assume a Spaniard. He says, let's celebrate Columbus Day by walking into someone's house and telling them we live there now. Yet another one. This one looks like a musketeer. It says, happy Columbus Day. If spreading disease to a large group of people is a holiday, shouldn't there be a Jersey Shore Day? Some of these jokes are for particular people in the audience. This next one, we have a picture of Christopher Columbus, and it says, hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but I just came here for the golden slavery.
Oh.
You were bopping. It was the bop back in the day. We have the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria in a painting, and it says 1492, the year that Native Americans discovered Columbus, lost at sea.
There you go. I like that version better.
This is another some e-cards with a woman sort of running away, and it says, I am suspicious of a holiday solely devoted to a man's inability to ask for directions.
Well, there is no gas station to pull over and ask anyway.
This is a picture of Christopher Columbus. Siri, take me to India. See. Crap. Lost my place. We have a picture of Columbus, and he says, I discovered America. In the second panel, we have 3 Native Americans looking at a laptop. LOL, repost. Pretty good. Some e-cards making a third appearance. I totally get Columbus because I also want to murder everyone I see after a long and crowded commute.
No, okay.
It's a lot of feels. There's a lot of feels around this holiday.
Yeah.
More than you'd think. Some e-cards again. Let's celebrate the only illegal immigrant in history that Republicans respect. Picture of Columbus and the Indians are bowing down to him. That's pretty good. Got 3-4 more of these. Picture of Christopher Columbus on a chartreuse background, I'd say. Crashes your party, steals your tobacco, then leaves.
Well,
Some
sounds
e-cards.
It sounds like some comedians I know.
I don't think I got the color right, but Michael doesn't know, so who cares? Some e-cards, again, 2 Native Americans, and it says, barging into a foreign land and killing everyone in sight is only cool when Liam Neeson does it. Very true. Siri, take me to India, did that one. And finally, FB for TB, a weekly meme cast, repost new friend of the show, Amber Hill, who is hawking her wares down in Collinsville, and you all must know this because it's the Mothman. It's an adorable plushy pillow Mothman, and it says lurking 9 to 5.
I need it.
I'm genuinely scared of the Mothman, by the way.
Dude,
Yeah, it's creepy as shit.
I think if you live in Chicago, you have to be scared of the Mothman.
dude, if
Oh,
you,
yeah.
yeah, seriously, it is moved. You got to follow the Mothman sighting database. It's awesome. Holy
I fucking
crap.
will not do
So
that.
cool. So many all over the place. A lot of them centered around O'Hare too, which is kind of strange. Then some other bridges and other places, but it looks like it migrates all around the greater Chicagoland area. So, I wish there was an app for when I went up there. Anyway, wrapping up the irascible round 2. That's me going back to you, Michael, with the penultimate round.
Penultimate round. Yeah.
It was
I
my
know it.
Kevin McAllister face.
Here we are. Yeah, you looked for our listeners. Eric looked really rich. Yeah.
Make it till you make it, baby.
Friend of the show, Hugh at Matthew_Mandley says, "God, I'm so sad. I hope nobody sends me a picture of their butthole." A sad little man at David Pleases. Just so at first you just see there's a picture of some Chick-fil-A and laptop open with Seinfeld, and then we see that he's retweeted himself where he made the claim, "You think I give a fuck? I'll watch Seinfeld on full volume in the middle of this Chick-fil-A. I promise you, I don't give a shit." This guy fucking delivers.
Respect.
Alex Dragicevic at AlexDrag_ says, "Cool thing about the Midwest is if two guys are drinking in a garage, you can just join them." And this is really true.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, I definitely have. And it's not like a weird thing, or it's not even really a decision you make. You're just walking by, and then you're drinking with those two guys. Super normal. Eternal Boy at Ricky Owusu says, "Guys, I have a crush." And the first commenter from whose name is Number One Hater says, "It's always a crush and never a job."
Ouch.
Nice.
TD, can you help me with who these people are?
Yes. We have various people. We have Naomi Watts from The Ring, Kristen Dunst from some horror movie that I can't place at the moment, Jessica Chastain from It, and of course Shelley Duvall from It. Not It, The Shining, sorry.
The Shining, yeah.
And they all have a pizza roll in their mouth because they're all screaming, and they have a pizza roll in their mouth that says, "When you don't let the pizza rolls cool off."
Which one of these are you, is my question.
I'm probably gonna go with The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah, I'm a Wendy. That's what I do right there. That's kind of me. Maybe a little bit of Kristen Dunst's screaming, but mostly the wide, dead-eyed look.
Yeah, I get that. I think I'm probably this third picture. What movie do we think that is? It?
That is Jessica Chastain from It.
Oh, It. Okay.
That's not Jessica Chastain, I don't think.
She had red hair, and they gave her red hair for that one.
Oh, really? You know who
Yeah.
it looks like? It looks like that actress who was in that show, The United States of Terra.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
I thought this was.
You got to remember they de-Chastain.
Tony
Chastain.
Collette.
It is Tony Collette.
Yeah.
Oh, was I wrong? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is a picture of Tony Collette.
Oh,
Anyway,
my bad.
I'm Tony Collette. This says boss fish talking to a worker fish, and the boss fish says, "You're late again. What happened this time?" And the worker fish says, "Sir, you won't believe it." And then we see that Moses has parted the Red Sea, and the worker fish is on one side and can't cross. And then the fish is saying, "No fucking way."
I have felt like that fish many times.
Oh God. All right, I only have 3 more for this round. Here's a picture of this looks like a restaurant in some it looks like a restaurant in another country. And it says, "Finally a kid without smartphones." And then we see there's just right here at the very front, there's a picture of this little kid who cannot be a day over 3 years old, who is full blown just smoking a cigarette.
Jeez.
In front of him, yeah. Bring up the ashtray in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bottle on the table.
Yeah.
Look, this is a bottle.
Yeah.
Love it. Love this kid is
Woo!
fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
Shithead Steve is back. There's a picture of a guy who's praying in front of a candle, and it looks like a snap, and it says IQ test came back negative. God is good. And my last meme for this round, the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most.
Whoa.
Just it. It says, "Remember when laptops had a clitoris instead of a touchpad?" It's a picture of that. I don't even know what it was
It was
called.
the IBM Touch.
Yeah,
I remember the IBM touchpad.
Yeah, it was a mouse in the middle, essentially.
It's a little
mouse.
ball in the middle of your keyboard.
And it was just as terrible as you can imagine.
And that's it for round 3 for me. The penultimate round, leave it only my post with the most. Back to you, TD.
Oh, you brought up some unpleasant memories with that one, dude. I locked away some shit with that. Fuck you.
Ah,
All right, hey, it's time for round 3. As I lovingly put it, let's bring this turkey in. Let's dip the kumquats in molasses and let's give
Call the convoy back home.
yeah.
Yes.
Roll
And
those
give-
meatballs.
Meatballs for the fucking hedgehogs. All right. Front of the show, Brett Terhune. Love you, buddy. It says you have quote unquote, "You have successfully unsubscribed from our email list." And it's Catherine Hahn from the show WandaVision with a very exaggerated, like, open mouth wink. I feel this. All right. All right. Next up. Hey, Levine, can you read this one, please?
Puns, friend of TD's, Puns at the Punny World says, "Did you hear about the guy that lost his entire left side? He's all right now."
Oh God.
Oh, just you wait. Moving on.
God.
Hey, Sizemore, can you read this one?
Hey, it's from Eric in the 23rd century at EJT ____, who says, "Just installed a smart toilet. Just need to configure the P address. Configure
right.
the IP address." Oh, that's terrible.
There you go.
Smack yourself for me.
No. Midwest versus everybody at Midwestern _.
Hey, friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Friend of just mwah, love you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, job interview. Do you have any special skills? Midwesterner. I can smell when a thunderstorm's coming. We can all do it. You know exactly what that smell is.
I can.
We can all
I
do
know
it.
exactly what that smells like. Yeah. Smells like rain.
I'm ready
Yeah.
to say, not even a funny statement. That's just truth.
Yep.
Western truth. All right.
I
Next
bet
up.
they do that everywhere.
Oh, fuck yeah. Friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you, me, Jason Jester, reposting from Union Strong. And it's a picture of a bunch of pizzas on a table. It says, "Eat their pizza and form a union anyway."
Oh yeah.
Your pizza party.
There are a lot of these memes going around. I'm
yes.
excited about it too. I am here for it.
Oh yes, it makes me warm and fuzzy in my tum tum. Friend of the show, definitely a friend of mine, THC Humor. It posts a picture of a little cartoon hamburger and a cartoon marijuana leaf, and it says, "Marijuana is safer than McDonald's." And then McDonald's, blue check mark at McDonald's, chimes in going, "Enjoy them both, you little bitch." Honestly, yeah, I think they go fine together. personally, from what I've been told. Uh,
That's great.
yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one. Moving on. For the show, Internet Hall of Fame. It says he reposts from at Huncho Still 4KT. Okay. It says, at my funeral, I want a group of Italian guys to walk up to my coffin in all black suits and say, "I'm gonna miss you, boss." So my family think I had something big going on. I'm for it. I support this. Moving on. For the show, Rare Insults, repost from Jack Dayton. He says, "How do you sleep at night knowing there are some people in the world who don't like you?" In front of the show, I don't care what you say. In front of the show, Jim Carrey, at Jim Carrey, says, "With no underwear in case they don't want to kiss my ass."
Love Jim Carrey.
Oh, you beautiful Canadian bastard. All right, moving on. In front of the show, Satan making his second appearance. Hey, Satan.
Satan.
Hey, buddy.
Hail Satan.
See you for poker. Says, "Mom said alcohol is your enemy. Jesus said, love your enemy." Case closed. Cheers.
Yeah.
Loophole. Loophole. Nice.
Yeah, say, "Mom, sorry. I gotta listen to the big guy." Hey, Lamina, will you read this one, please?
Yes, dad jokes. It's a friend of the show. Dad jokes. At Dad Says Jokes has a text conversation here, and it says, "Police have arrested the world tongue twister champion." The recipient responds, "What did they do?" I say, "I'm not sure, but they said he'll be given a tough sentence."
Oh, so good. Oh, moving on. Hey, Sizemore, you want to read this one, please?
Oh,
Puns at the Punny World says people always ask where is Bigfoot, but never ask how is Bigfoot. Yet he never complains.
yet he never
Yes.
complains. Gee.
I
Yet he
feel this
never
one. I
complains.
feel this one.
Class Squatch. Great
Mhm.
pun. Great pun.
Oh, it's a good one.
I
All right,
liked it
next
from
up.
where it said Bigfoot.
Yes, exactly. All right, this is the last one I got. Wrap it up, round 3 here. We will successfully have gotten this turkey in. It's from Rare Insults, friend of the show. And it shows a gentleman in his underwear jogging in a campground past like some tents and whatnot. And it says, "What can make a man run away like this?" And somebody comments here, it's not run, it's ran, because it's past tense.
Boo.
Grammar Nazi dad joke. Grammar Nazi dad jokes.
Oh yeah, we're next level on this shit.
Dude,
Hey, I got the fucking turkeys in. So yeah,
there you
that's
go.
my round 3, leaving my postie with the mostie. Over to you, Sizemore.
All right, Sizemore, let's shut this fire festival down.
Oh, now there's a thing to say. Now there's a thing to say, laddie. Oh my God.
That was pretty good.
Wow. Okay. All right, getting into it for the penultimate round. You ready, Grandma, making a third appearance in the show, reposting memes to cure your depression. They're posting Jordan at Jordan_Stratton, who says, "Clean my shower, then what? Give my car a ride into town? Grow up." That was pretty good. You didn't think we were done with the Columbus memes. Oh no, I said they're coming. We've got the standard this is the template of the woman who posts the things. Why can't I find a guy like this? And I believe, remind me, TD, wasn't it oh my God, which rock star was it? It was like lead singer of well, one of the rock bands. Anyway, but in this case, why can't I find a guy like this? Ugh, it's a picture of North America, and India says, "Hey." And she says, "No." And then Christopher Columbus comments, "He's literally the guy in the pic." Why can't I find a guy like this? Hey. Christopher Columbus, and this is the shot of the anime kid with the butterfly, gesturing at the butterfly, except that it's Christopher Columbus gesturing at North and South America, and he says, "Is this India?" Pretty good, pretty good. Christopher Columbus, and it says, "Mom, can we have India?" Mom says, "No, we have India at home. India at home, North and South America." Zaiwi at Zaiwi says, "Throw every Christopher Columbus statue in the ocean and let that dizzy bitch think he's discovered Atlantis." That was pretty good. Black and white photo labeled Christopher Columbus. He'll stick a flag up your ass and claim you for Spain. This is kind of the Italian tough guy. This one's specifically for Beverly, I believe. Friend of the show, Natasha Muse. Natasha has posted, "I had this idea and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I went ahead and made it so it wouldn't keep thinking about it. Edit 2022. I love how this makes less sense the older it gets." And we have a picture of San Francisco with some birds flying through the air and a little logo up in the corner that says San Francisco Fleek Week. Yeah.
The bodies of these birds have been deleted, right?
Yeah, there's only it's just eyebrows. It's eyebrows looking like birds.
I think
Yeah,
this,
it's just
I think this
Eyebrows
is,
on fleek.
your eyebrows are on fleek. Oh God, a deeper meaning. It is. Thank God you boys were here.
Hey man, it's what I do. I solve
Eyebrows,
mysteries
not
instead.
birds.
Call
Nice.
me Scooby Doo.
Anyway, if you're not following Natasha Muse, you are missing out. She's a funny, funny lady. Moving on, we have here a Taco Bell commercial. It's a little cartoon with 3 tacos with flags in them, like the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. And it says, "Happy Columbus Day, 2011 Taco Bell Corp." And then at the bottom, we have the scientist from Futurama saying, "I don't want to live on this planet anymore."
I mean, you know that was a white marketing team. That's all I'm going to say. That was an all-white, all-male marketing team.
it's 2011. It was a simpler time.
All I know is this cartoon makes me not want to eat Taco Bell tacos, and that makes me angry.
I'd fucking eat them.
No,
I'd eat
I'm
'em.
a stunner. I'm still going there.
Yeah, well,
I'd be like, these are some colonial ass tacos, and I would eat them.
Yep.
this one here is from Sam the Savage, no relation to a friend of the show, Sammy, who's here tonight. Sam the Savage has posted this picture of Kermit the Frog Man in costume at a bus stop. He got his elbows down on his knees, got his hands together, just sort of hanging it there. It says, "When you're tired of the week already and it's only Monday."
Yeah.
It's like, we all feel you, Kermit. We all feel you. Friend of the show, author Melissa W. Sell, well, maybe acquaintance of the show, posts this little typed out thing. It says, "It helps if you imagine autocorrect as a tiny little elf in your phone who's trying so hard to be helpful, but is in fact quite drunk."
It does help.
Yep. Okay.
I've been less angry since I read this meme. It's pretty good. "You ready, Grandma? Back again. Grandma looking fine." Said, "So about the passenger side being smaller, this is 54 red Solo cups. I can for 53 across the passenger side, and on the driver's side, I can fit more red Solo cups." The commenter is, "Y'all motherfuckers will measure with literally anything in the USA except the fucking metric system, eh?"
Yeah, because
I was waiting for a meme like that.
Right?
Listen, I'm with America on this one. Fuck the metric system. So
You're stupid. Nah,
I'm not stupid.
You're stupid.
No.
nah.
Yards, feet, inches. That's how you fucking measure shit, or whatever. Just whatever you have around.
Ask your dealer if measuring something in other than grams is right for you.
Wait a second. Business is different.
Some side effects.
Oh, now we get all into it.
Okay, hold on. Now hold on now.
Suddenly you want standard weights and measures. Yes, all right. All right, got about 4 more here in the penultimate round. This is a picture of Marsha Bailey, project manager, businesswoman smiling at the camera, says, I ate ramen for 6 years straight, sold plasma, and slept in my car to pay off my loans. And for some sick reason, I want everyone else to do that too.
Right?
Posted by Friendly Comrade Encom Mermaid. And if you're not following Friendly Comrade Encom Mermaid, where are you getting your Encom Mermaid intel? Pray tell. 3 more. This is the worst thing I've seen in 6 or 7 minutes. Who dominated the show last time? Coming back
Yes,
here.
they did.
Pictures of the cartoon man and woman with looking at a little baby, and it says, my parents in their 20s. I bet he'll grow up to do great things. Me, sketched out, acid fried dude. I tell people on the internet why their favorite band sucks. And this is the worst thing I've seen in 6 or 7 minutes, says, my parents were 100% right about me. Doing the Lord's work on Facebook, you are. This is the worst thing I've seen in 6 or 7 minutes. Got about 2 more here. This is the worst thing I've seen in 6 or 7 minutes, says, the real question is how much less. About Ellie Bang's post, deeply haunted by a study that found human beings are less than 50% accurate in determining whether they are being flirted with.
Seems a little high to me.
The real question is how much less than 50%?
A little low to me. I'm sorry. That seems a little low.
No. All right. And finally,
in which direction? This is
I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say, because I like whatever I'm trying to say is like it should be closer to 90% less. They're less than like 10% accurate. If they're like, we have no chance. We have no idea if people are flirting with us.
my God, if there's one thing this show has proven, it is that math and statistics are funny as fuck.
I can almost promise you that this is for the non-men who are often thinking people are not flirting with them when they are.
No.
And then on the other side, there's the men who often think that people are flirting with them when they're not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. This is me. I'm the problem. This is me. All right, my last meme, wrapping up the penultimate round. We have here from potential friend of the show, Huang. WHANG, an AI suggested friend of the show, and we'll just have to see, my friend. But this is a picture of one of those encrusted, bejeweled feet, like one of those shrine feet. It's all metal and bejeweled. What do you call it? You put a thing in there.
I think these are called stirrup pants.
No, this is a bejeweled foot case for like a holy bone of like a cardinal or something.
Holy Bone was my nickname in the army.
Holy
yes,
Bone
it was.
with your failed middle school band.
Are you saying I could have prevented a lot of my problems if I just prayed to this thing?
I don't know, man, but it just says Catholic foot fetishists or something else.
I am a recovering Catholic, so.
And Lulip captioned it Thanos if Quentin Tarantino directed Infinity War.
Yes.
Quentin Tarantino, a known foot fetishist.
Oh,
Sure.
unapologetic too.
Not that we're kink shaming. We're going, yeah,
No.
all right, I'd watch a Infinity War version with that going on, man. All right, down to our post with the most. Michael, back to you.
Here we go. This week, my post with the most comes from fucking sober. Friend of the show, friend of mine, fucking _sober. It's a picture of a wolf howling, and in the background, it's like there's another wolf howling in the background.
Yeah.
And there's a moon in the far background and some mountains and some stars shimmering. And it says, you call it F10.12 alcohol use disorder severe. I call it having that dog in me.
I do hate that phrase.
Oh, God.
That dog.
Is this a military thing, too?
No,
this is a rehab thing. Well, having that dog in me is just stupid culture, but that was definitely a hospital chart.
Oh, word.
All right. T, let's see what got the most for you this week.
Oh, this is my post with the most from friend of the show, friend of the universe, Jason Jester. Says work smart, not hard. And it's Matthew at tweetpotato314. Argument at family dinner. Wife whispers to me, "Don't start taking sides this time." Me, why not? Sliding roast potatoes in pocket. They're too busy yelling to notice. I'm not saying I've done this. I'm not saying I've done this. I'm not saying I haven't done this. I'll let you fuckers imagine what I did.
You know, I was listening to the beloved works of Utah Phillips that I learned that I could sew rubber into the pockets of my jeans and steal soup. All right, moving on. One more from 1 year ago today. Little known fact: Columbus was actually an idiot. This is from Carl Sagan's Cosmos, where Carl Sagan explains exactly how the ancient Greeks knew that the Earth was round and calculated its circumference really, really well 2,000 years ago. And he's just got this map, puts a couple obelisks on it, shows how the shadows change depending on where they are on the curvature of the Earth. Real simple for people to understand. And I don't know how there's so many flat earthers, because Carl Sagan's Cosmos isn't on TV anymore. That's why. Anyway, but yeah, little known fact: Columbus, well-known idiot in his time.
Okay.
Finally, mine with the most traction on it. You can see here, well over 30 some different reactions and comments and everything. In 2005, a South African man, Marius Els, adopted a baby hippo after rescuing it from a river. 6 years later, after years of bonding between the two, the hippo dragged him into that same river and ate him. And I got a slew of commentary about how hippos are vegetarians. And I just said, look, I know a lot of vegetarians, and one thing they'd make an exception for: eating the rich.
Nice.
Also, don't fact check our jokes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that constitutes a full and wholly legal episode of Facebook for the Blind for 10/10 National Metric Day 2023. We love you. Mwah!
Love you, George.
Boop. Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.